So I've been using LinkedIn since 2019 to get freelance clients. I've been on LinkedIn since 2013. I used to work in politics, and LinkedIn was the way to get jobs in politics. Now I just use it for freelancing. I've gotten my profile to the point where I actually should I don't think I've updated these stats in a while. I've gotten my profile to up to 600 search appearances per week. So that means people are finding my profile from search or it's being recommended to them. And that's because I've optimized my profile. And the things that we'll talk about today are going to help you get people from landing on your profile to actually engaging with you in other ways that can help them become your clients. So first, if you don't already know what the featured section is, it is above your experience and below your about section on your LinkedIn profile. Depending on when you started using LinkedIn and how you started using it, you may not see the featured section on your profile right now. You might have to turn it on. And that's going to allow you to add links, posts, and all kinds of other types of media to a special section on your profile that's visible to any visitors, whether they are already connected with you or not. My favorite way to use the featured section is by treating it like a link tree or a visual menu, if you will, to give people the opportunity to get off of LinkedIn and onto maybe your portfolio, maybe scheduling a discovery call link with you. Maybe you want them to go to your website or to download a freebie. These are all great ways to use the featured section to get people from LinkedIn into an ecosystem that you control and that you can use to then convert them into your clients later, hopefully. So a lot of people use the featured section as just an area to put your bylines or portfolio pieces, or they might just showcase their top posts if they had a post that did well. But the thing about the featured section is that if it's not visual, so you're just putting top posts that don't have any imagery with them, people are not looking at it as much because it's just text and most people are skimming your profile and don't want to read too closely. They might not also be able to understand what is actually going on in your featured section. Like if you just have links to your portfolio pieces and it's just an article and it's just the article title and the link to the article and whatever cover image was on the article, they might not understand that oh, this is a portfolio piece. Whereas if you have a visual representation that says portfolio on it and the link to your portfolio, that's going to get a lot more clicks because people actually understand what it is and they know, obviously, if they want to see your portfolio, that's what they should click. So making it as clear as possible what the links are, where they go to, and if necessary, why someone might want to click on them is going to make your featured section a lot more effective and useful. I love the word menu. I feel like it's underutilized. This is something that I learned from going through ADHD therapy. We thrive, humans in general, but especially folks with ADHD, really thrive on having menus. We like to have visuals and we like to have options that are very clear. So that can really help people for visiting your profile get somewhere. And I like to also remind people that most of the time when someone's on LinkedIn, they're in a hurry. They do not have time to be reading large chunks of text, and they're probably under some sort of pressure. So I always try to make it as easy as possible for them to spend maybe 30 seconds, maybe 60 seconds, maybe 90 seconds on your profile, not really more than 2 minutes, and be able to get a clear picture of who you are, what you do, who you do it for, and where they can get more information. And that's where the featured section really holds a lot of power.